Welcome back to the Lift Your Life podcast, and it's a special one. It is the first live, if you can call it. It's live now.
It is.
It's not going to be live when people are watching it. It's the first in person, and I have the wonderful, amazing rockstar client of mine, Karen, joining for the first one. Are you honoured to be the first person to do the first?
I'm special. I'm the chosen one.
You are the chosen one. I won't tell all the other clients I've got that, but you are the chosen one. So we've already talked about your journey on the podcast. In fact, is this your third podcast that you've been on with me?
Yes.
Third. So you are the chosen one.
I had to think for a minute. Yes, third.
Third. But what I want to go through in today's episode is I really want to dig a little bit deeper into your journey, because your journey with us at Lift Your Life has been sensational. Absolutely sensational. From the person that you were when you first joined me a long time ago, can't get rid of you.
Nearly 2 years.
Nearly 2 years, to who you are now. It's a completely different woman. So let's go right back to the start, right back to the earliest memory that you have.
Oh God.
Racking your brains here. Of dieting, fitness, anything. So when was the first time that you did anything diet, fitness related ever?
2005?
2005.
Yeah, it was in 2005.
Take me back to that time.
It was Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers. Why did you start Weight Watchers initially?
Because everyone was doing it.
Everyone was doing it. So talk to me about where you were at that point. So where you were in terms of your body, how you were feeling, what prompted you to do...
I just had my daughter, Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
She's nearly 18 now.
Wow.
God help us. I think my mother-in-law started going, and I went with her.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, we'll go every week and get weighed, and we'll keep each other accountable, all that shit. And that's what it was. It was just, no. Counting points.
How long were you there for?
About a year.
Did you find that when you were there, it was successful?
For a little bit, but then it went sort of when you lost a couple of pounds, put it on, lost a couple, put it on, lost a couple, and it was just like, no.
Bit of a perpetual cycle, not really.
Yeah.
So a year down the line, what progress had you actually made then in terms of...
I think I lost a stone in total.
Stone, okay. So what made you decide to sack it in? What was the next step?
Slimming World. Yeah, I went Slimming World because everyone was like, oh, it's really good Slimming World, you can eat all this free food.
It's like going from...
one extreme to the other, it's like,
Well, no, it's more like a gateway drug. So you've done your first initial drug of Weight Watchers straight into Slimming World.
Yeah, because everyone's like, you can eat all this pasta and all your bread and all your rice and all the fruit and veg.
Yeah.
You don't have to weigh it and count it and all that. I was like, oh, this is ace.
What was that, 2006, 2007?
Yeah.
And how long were you there for?
Which time?
Let's just literally go through the journey. So that first initial time that you were at Slimming World.
Oh, I was there for about a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Got my first 2 certificates, my shiny stickers to put on the fridge.
Amazing. And how much weight did we lose?
Stone and a half maximum.
Still not happy?
No.
No?
No.
Then what happened?
Just jacked it all off for a bit and just thought, I am what I am. And then joined again another year later. I think I've joined about 15 times in total.
15?
Over years.
Jesus Christ. What made you keep going back? Because when you were leaving, you were obviously leaving thinking, oh, screw this, like, it's not working for me.
A lot of it was, I wouldn't say social media, but it wasn't really on social media back then. But a lot of it was like, well, media, magazines, like bikini diets, bikini bodies, summer bodies, and all that shit.
So you just thought, this is something that is safe. I've done it before. I
Yeah,
know.
I knew how to do it. I could do it off the back of my hand, I knew it. But it's not, you can't do that forever. You can't count stuff forever.
No, not when your favourite foods are too many sins and too many points.
I hate that word, sin.
Sins.
Apparently it's something like synergy, but I don't believe that.
It's definitely not. It's the connotation, isn't it?
And then you've got your happy clapping shit where you sit in a circle and clap about who's lost half a pound and, oh, what have you done this week? You put half a pound on.
Yeah. What do you think was actually good about that time, if anything?
The support's good, like off your friends that you go with.
Yeah.
Because like you go with like your group of your friends. We used to go pick girls from work. We always used to go after work. And like we used to keep each other accountable and like message each other in group chats and stuff like that. But that was it.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I enjoyed about it.
Well, let's delve into the dark side of it then.
Oh,
the
yeah.
dark side.
The dark side.
So talk to me about the things that you really didn't like about Slimming World, or things that maybe have had an impact on you still to this day.
Getting told not to go to the gym.
That's an interesting one.
Because it makes you put too much muscle on. And then you weigh more.
You were literally told not to go to the gym?
Yeah. Which looking back at it now is like, you absolute moron, why did you listen to that?
Did they advocate any exercise, any sort of...
Body magic. It's like you're walking, you're swimming.
So you can swim, but you can't go to the gym?
Yeah.
Logic, okay. So that put you off exercise then?
Yeah, didn't do any.
Because you're actually fearful of if I do exercise,
yeah,
I'm going to gain weight.
Hence why the anxiety for the gym comes from.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, well, yeah.
See, I thought it was all just because you probably was a bit of the two, right? You know, that new gym, new environment, anxiety, but there was actually the fear of gaining weight.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have a lot to answer for.
They do have a lot to answer for. So what else? So one thing that a lot of the women who come to us with, who've done things like Slimming World, Weight Watchers, is their relationship with the scale is literally an absolute shit hot mess because of the pressure that was put on them to...
Oh, I'm guilty of that. Definitely.
Well, talk to me about that then. So prior to Slimming World, Weight Watchers, what was your relationship like with weighing yourself?
I used to weigh myself daily sometimes, but then when I went to Slimming World, it actually got worse because I wouldn't eat all day. My weigh-in was like 6 o'clock after work, so I wouldn't eat all day. I'd make myself go to the toilet before weigh-in.
Yeah.
Because obviously you weigh less.
When you say make yourself, did you end up using anything like laxatives or anything like that?
No, I just used to try and neck a bottle of water before I went, so I would pee and sit there and get it all out before weigh-in.
Wow.
And people were queuing up at the toilets to go before weigh-in.
Shut up.
Yeah, you ask anyone who's done Slimming World.
Jesus Christ, that's like bodybuilder extremes, isn't it? Like water loading and stuff. Christ alive.
It's brutal.
And then what would happen if you did get on the scale and it wasn't quite what you wanted to see?
I was gutted. Because you used to get that, oh, we've had a bad week. What have we done wrong this week? Then you used to feel absolute shit. But then I used to go home and think, fuck it and eat whatever.
So it actually had a negative effect?
Oh yeah, definitely. I used to just go home and go, fuck it, ruined it.
So it was completely counterintuitive. So if you lost weight, you then stuck to the plan. You gained weight, you then diverted from the plan. Even if you'd done the plan perfect, going crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. But then it was all about scale weight, wasn't it? It was all, they're obsessed with scale weight.
It is obsession.
Everything's about scale weight.
Don't you have my mum used to do something well, and she used to have like her books lying around.
Yeah.
I mean, it was terrible because it used to be lying around back when I was unwell. So she was doing something well when I had my eating disorder, and I remember I'd always go, this is so bad. I'd always go and look at her little weight log, because if she'd lost weight that week, and I was trying, it really triggered me to be like, well, I need to lose more. She didn't know that I did that. I don't think she knows to this day that I was doing that. But I'd find the book. She knows now. I'd go and find that book, but I knew where she hid it. Did you have that, like a little diary log? Yeah,
and you need to put a little plus or a little minus.
Yeah.
And your stars when you got your rewards, and your little certificates to put in the kitchen.
Yeah, and I remember sometimes seeing she'd literally draw a sad face next to it, and I literally remember her coming home one time after Slimming World. She same as you. She used to do it on an evening after work. And I just remember this tension when she walked through the door, because she went so happy and excited, I've stuck to everything, I've worked so hard, I've gone and done some more gym classes, and she walked through the door afterwards.
Gutted.
And she literally was like a child. She just, Dad went, oh, how did it go? Burst into tears, stormed upstairs, and then there was just such anger and tension in the family. It was awful.
Because they make you feel like shit at the meetings as well if you gain.
There's no support, no. It's horrendous.
But they're not nutritionally trained, that's the thing that gets me. How can they do that when they've got no nutritional
training? I'm going to dive into that a bit
whatsoever.
More, that really, really grinds my gears.
And the whole banana thing, don't even start me on that shit.
We'll get to the bananas in a second. It
stresses me out, you know it does.
I know.
Banana gate.
Banana gate. Triggered. But no, it's really upsetting to see that, because from what we do at Lift Your Life and what the education we brought you, you now know there's so much more. And we've been talking about it this week, haven't we?
Yep.
Because, your scale hasn't been playing ball. We've been talking about factors like the heat and absolutely loads of things, and you've got a lot more of an understanding now. But back then, right, it was just success, failure.
Yeah, you've gained or you lost, that's it.
Doesn't matter what you've done, doesn't matter what you stuck to, doesn't matter. No. what did you do in your little circle cult then? Because I've never been Slimming World. I never will unless I go with like
please don't.
No, unless I go.
Don't do that to yourself.
I'll go with a pitchfork.
And burn them all.
Burn a banana.
You sit there and then they'll go around to you. She'll have like a little tablet, iPad thing.
Yeah.
It's got everyone's results on. She'll be like, oh, how have you done this week then, Karen? Oh, we've gained, have we? What have we done wrong? Then you can see like everyone looking at you.
Wow.
You're like, oh, well, I've ate this and I've ate that. But if you've lost, you'll clap.
That's horrendous.
Yeah. It's like being back at school.
Yeah, but worse.
It's like you're shamed.
And were you ever in a situation where like they asked you what you'd done wrong and you didn't know?
Yeah, I was like, nothing. I've stuck to it. Well, we can't have done, can we? Something must have done this. I'm like, no, it really hasn't.
Jesus Christ, you were literally made to feel bad even though you'd done absolutely everything right.
Yeah.
Crikey. Horrendous. Did you ever dive into like topics or anything then? Or did you literally just go around and like name and shame basically?
Basically it was that. But they had like a table in the middle that had all stuff on it. Oh yeah, free foods, what you could eat. And then it was, I think, just not long before I started with you, they bought all those like Simworld frozen meals out. And they're all free apparently. You can eat as much of them as you want.
Yeah.
And they're all free. And I was like, but how? And me and my friend who were going from work, we were like questioning it, saying, but how are they free foods?
Mm.
And she couldn't answer us, and she kept like trying to change the subject, which was a bit weird. We were like, well, if you don't know how, then why are we trusting you?
Because they don't know. And this is one thing that really angers me, like knowing how much education I have to go through to be able to guide people. Like there's still like restrictions technically what I can do from a perspective of coaching nutrition with you guys, because there's so many qualifications and hoops to jump through. Like I'm going to take another one up. They have nothing. Absolutely no understanding of nutrition.
You have like your speed and the SP days, speed and protein. Apparently, if you eat loads of speed food, like your veg, it speeds your weight loss up, which it fucking doesn't.
No, it doesn't. There's no such thing as speeding up weight loss. Like
it's like
unless you go to the gym and do X. Oh no, wait, can't do that.
Can't
do that. You know the thing about those frozen meals as well that you mentioned there. There's,
the vial.
The chips are nice. Have you ever had those?
No,
They're actually really good. Like I've actually got some in my freezer at home now. And I feel, I know, but they're genuinely fantastic. But they just taste like any frozen chips from anywhere. Just stick a Slimming World label on and suddenly you can eat the whole bag, right? Mm-hmm. Logic.
It's like the whole Mother Light thing though. You could have a Mother Light yogurt, which is free food, and then all of a sudden it's in them to have vitamin H, but nothing to change like nutritional ingredient was that. So why who are you to change it?
Because I realised everyone was like binging on the Mother Lights to get through their life.
Saying that I used to binge on them.
On Mother Lights?
Yeah, I used to buy trays of them.
A day?
I'd eat about 3 or 4 a day.
3 or 4 a day. Crikey.
Now they just taste like plastic now. I'm like, ugh, no.
Yeah, they're not great.
No.
The toffee one's okay. It's okay. Nah. It's all right for free food, not when you've got us in it though, right? Not worth the point.
No.
Not worth the point.
It's not worth it.
No, interesting. Now, one thing that I find really interesting about Slimming World is the categories. Because there's like different categories of food, isn't there, right? You've got the free food.
Yeah. Speed food.
Speed food. What's the difference between free and speed food, right? Fill me
I
on that
don't
one.
know. Apparently, all your green veg like classed as speed is meant to speed your weight loss up, which is the biggest load of bollocks I've ever heard in my life. Well, it wasn't then, it was like gospel then, but now it's shit.
Okay.
Your free food is like your pasta, your potatoes, your rice, your meat. Then you have to have healthy A or healthy B every day, which is like your fibre or your dairy.
Okay.
Like your calcium. But then if you have over that amount of calcium, like your milk, you have to tin it.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And then there was sins, which is the bad stuff.
Yeah. Bad food.
Now I remember, again,
Bad food.
When I was starting dieting, which was like the beginning of my eating disorder, I remember looking in the Slimming World book, 'cause that's kind of where I actually started dieting. I was following the Slimming World principles that my mum was doing. I thought, well, she's losing weight, I'll give this a crack, so I'll see what the principles are. And this is me back in the day. I was 15, 16, didn't really have any sort of nutritional knowledge at all. But even then I was like, just reading this thinking, this does not make sense. Like, I was starting to become very obsessed with calories at that point, like looking at calories and everything, trying to have the lowest calorie of everything I could because I obviously wasn't well. And I even then was looking at the sins versus the calories, and I was like, but this has got more calories, but is less sins.
Yeah.
And that's got lower calories, but is more sins. And where's the logic?
I trusted it then because I thought they knew what they were talking about.
No.
I trusted all the consultants. I thought, oh, they must know what they're doing. But now you're like, you haven't got a bloody clue.
No, and the irony is, and I'm not fat shaming, I'm not at all, you know, and I want everyone to feel good and confident in whatever body they're in. But you can't preach to a group of women that this system works and it will help you, because their method and ethos is right, isn't it? Like they say, it's a lifestyle, isn't that? Like
Yeah, apparently it's not a diet, it's a healthy lifestyle.
It's a healthy lifestyle, right? So their idea is that this is something that you can do and sustain for the rest of your life. I've yet to see a Slimming World consultant that has lost and kept it off.
Yeah.
They all rebound really, really hard and then end up quitting Slimming World and stop being a consultant. And it's like, what the hell? Like, that's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Makes no sense.
It's criticism. It's like, well, it's just proof in the pudding clearly doesn't work then, does it?
Definitely not.
Clearly not, no. Okay, so on and off Slimming World for too many years.
Too many.
Too many years of the life.
Too many.
What was the next step then? Because you guys said you got to a point where you and your friends started to pick holes in the system.
We questioned it, and then we were sort of not made to feel unwelcome, but we were like told to be quiet, basically, not question it and just do it.
Right.
It's like, well, why would you tell someone to do that?
Yeah.
Why? We're paying you money, but why would you say to someone, oh, don't question it, just do it?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you should be curious about what you're doing. Like, I want you guys to ask me questions. Like, if I give you something in the program to do, I always would want you, if you were like, well, Lucy, why do you want me to do this exercise? Or why do you want me to do this steps? I'd tell you, and there would always be a justification. And if there's no justification, like, there's probably, because either there's no reason, they've just screw it, or they don't know themselves.
Yeah, I think just before I joined with you, I did the apple cider vinegar diet.
What the hell is that?
You drink apple cider vinegar before each meal.
Why?
Yeah, well, this is my question. Now I don't understand that, but at the time, because I think it was Beyonce who was doing it on Insta.
Right.
And there was this celeb diet, you follow it, and it's meant to help you neutralise your fat.
Right.
But now it's like, why did I do that?
It's not good, is it? It doesn't taste too great.
It was vile.
Does not taste great.
No.
No.
And I did, can you remember the capsules that came out? The Ally, the ROCKSTAR capsules.
No, I don't heard of that one.
You basically take one 3 times a day, but if you eat any fat, but you can basically eat shit fat, like oil.
Right.
It's not good at all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done the diet pill thing, I've done Slimming World, I've done Weight Watchers, done apple cider vinegar.
And then what made you kind of have this mindset shift then?
I was following you on Insta.
You'd followed me for quite a while, hadn't you?
Yeah, I followed you for
You're
8.
quite
I
a super
stalked you on
fan.
Instagram.
Yeah, like when she's one of those people that whenever I like put a post up, I'd be like, oh, she's liked it again.
Yeah, it's me.
She's liked it again.
Stalker's back.
She's liked it again. Super fan.
Yeah.
We spoke quite a bit, didn't we? Like you asked me questions and stuff quite a lot, didn't you?
Yeah. I followed quite a few like bodybuilder people and just diet people on Insta, but I kept following you because you were normal. You weren't like...
Well.
well. Now I know you, to be debated, but you seemed normal at the time. You weren't like flashy.
I wasn't bullshit, that's what it is, right? I'm not going to pretend to be like, you know, Ferrari, Lamborghini, fitness, happy sunshine, rainbows. I'm just me.
You know, she just go to Dubai and stuff.
Even
so I'm not jealous about.
Even though I do get, I'm not a typical online coach wanker goes to Dubai.
Influencer goes to Dubai
all the time.
Yeah, but you were normal and you got it. You weren't all about scale weight either.
No.
Which is obviously just is shit now. Now I know about it.
Yeah.
It's not all about obsessive.
Absolutely not. So with that being said then, what made you actually join and take that plunge?
I think it was January 22 I joined with you.
Yeah.
And I was going to turn 40 in the June afterward last June. Yeah, that was it. I was like, I don't want to be fat at 40.
No.
I'm just not doing it. Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Didn't you do like the 5-day challenge or something we did in January?
Yeah.
I
did that just before I joined with you.
Yeah.
In the new year.
And that was when you realised.
And I joined with you 26th of January 22.
You got that tattooed on you somewhere?
No, not yet.
Key milestone date, not yet. I guess the question I've got is why us over other people? Because I know you follow quite a lot of coaches, personal trainers. You know,
you're more relatable to general people. You're not all about everyone like these gym influencers who have all like the matching Gymshark shit and all that. There's me going with my shorts and my baggy t-shirts and take away shit what I look like in the gym.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm not arsed. I'm not there to a fashion show, sorry.
No, absolutely not. So our first goal, then, if I remember right, was when we jumped on that initial consultation call back in January. The main thing was, I think you do. I do remember now. I remember you talking about the birthday, and that was kind of like the initial target.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing for us first was the gym, right?
Yeah. Actually go into the gym.
Because you weren't even going to the gym at that point.
Nope.
No. And it was that you weren't really wanted to.
I wanted to go. I just couldn't go.
And I remember those conversations, like the anxiety, I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone's gonna be looking at me.
Yeah.
And,
didn't want to go.
No. And we got a really simple program together, didn't we? So we didn't do anything like crazy. There was no deadlifts. There was no like big machines. I think it was just a few cardio machines and a few weights machines, if I remember right.
I fucking hate cardio.
Right at the start, because that's what you felt a bit more comfortable with. And pretty quickly you got into it, didn't you?
I love it now. It's ace.
But at first you didn't.
Wouldn't go in the weight section, would I? I can remember messaging and saying, I'm not going down there.
Yeah, I'm not going. Talk to me about those first like initial gym sessions then. Do you remember what they felt like?
My first one I was sick. I remember being sick upstairs in the toilets and changing rooms.
With anxiety and nerves? Wow.
I literally had palpitations, like my heart was going like, man, I felt sick because it was like, I'm not going down there. They've all got Gymshark on, they're all matches, they're all skinny and all that jazz. They know what they're doing.
What do you think was the anxiety? What was the actual fear? What was going through your head as to why you didn't feel like you could be there or...
That I wouldn't fit in because they all seemed to know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Well, they looked like they did anyway.
No, I did.
They looked like they did.
No, I did. No one knows what they're doing.
No, it's like, no, everyone's just winging it, same as me.
Yeah. What changed?
I got like a little gym family. Met some ace mates at the gym. People that I thought were scary weren't scary when I actually spoke to them.
No.
Really nice. And it's just, I kept watching like loads of Insta videos like yours, and then I was following Laura as well, so Laura put some stuff on. I think I kept messaging you, sending you videos.
You did, you sent me quite a lot of videos.
And I kept watching loads of YouTube stuff and like copying exercises. Like, oh, I quite like this. I'll ask Lucy, she put this in my programme.
And I just remember like going for, I think it was probably around, it was a good few months into it. I just kept getting these messages like, can I have this? Can I have that? And I was like, well, yeah, you sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I want this in, I want leg press, I think they got loads of new equipment at one point, like, Luce, I want this, I want the hack squat, I want this, I want that. I was like, okay, excellent. And then you'd gone from, I think within about 6 months, you'd gone from someone who's being sick, going into the gym, to someone who's making TikToks and Reels for Instagram.
And messaging having a rant when I can't go to the gym.
Yeah, like, Karen, take a day off night.
No.
I can't go to the gym this week, I'm going to miss a session. Like, I'm like, it's fine. It's not.
I feel bad when I don't go. I miss it.
Is it that you feel bad because you feel that you're failing, or is it that you feel bad because it's something that makes you feel so happy?
I think it's routine. I'm used to going now.
Yeah.
And I get bored when I don't go. I miss it. I actually miss the gym. I drove past it before. I'm not in that day, and I'm like, oh, there's my gym.
Why do you enjoy it so much? What do you think, especially now that you've moved and like maybe not lost your gym family, but we can talk about that in a second, you've gone to a different gym. What is it about the gym that you...
It's my time away from like kids and husband. He just lets me crack on with it, bless him, he's a good lad. It's my time on my own to do something for me, and it's just like, come out like a horrible sweaty mess, moaning that I hate you.
You do. Little comment, every single workout comment I got, you got like FML, I hate you, dying
after leg day.
Yeah.
But I love it now, it's ace.
Yeah.
It's life.
You're loving it so much that you've actually progressed, haven't you, from the gym to Ultraflex.
Love Ultraflex.
Which is a big move.
It's terrifying. The first week I was there, I was bricking it.
For anyone not listening, Ultraflex is like a big chain bodybuilding gym, which is literally right next door to your old gym, isn't it?
Yep, literally around the corner.
And I know you've been like, you're like a kid in a sweet shop. You've had your eye on it for ages, but you're like, I don't know. And then
do I, don't I?
And then I was up there, and I said, well, I'm coming up this weekend. Why don't we train together? And you fell in love, didn't you?
I love it.
Yeah.
So good.
Amazing.
I love the machines.
They are so. When you go from like the gym to an Ultraflex,
machines are so good.
It's like going from Primark to Gucci, isn't it? Like if you go back to the gym or like pure gym and use that, you'll be like, what is this trash?
It's
like,
that reverse hack squat machine. I love that machine.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I love the like just even everything. Like even that the leg extension just actually moves properly.
It's bloody brutal there. Everything feels heavier there.
Yeah, it does tap your ego. It does tap your
but
ego.
It is good.
But it is good. What else has progressed then over this last 2 years? So you've gone from, having that extreme gym anxiety to the absolute epic mega gym confidence. But there's a lot more that's changed and progressed over that time. So what else have been the biggest changes?
I don't feel bad about eating stuff now. Like
Yeah.
before, if I had on my birthday, if I ate cake, I'd be like, oh no, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Now on my birthday, I'm just like, I'm eating cake.
Because we moved, didn't we? So we initially, I think we've always kind of ran like a calorie calculator, calorie tracking approach.
Yeah.
Calorie counting, is what I'm trying to say there. And the reason that we do that is because it's teaching you and educating you about what your body needs, and learning about nutrition, because you've gone from not really knowing much to really understanding it now, like protein and...
Love the protein.
Knowing what foods to prioritise, but more importantly, that you can enjoy every day, because I know you love every meal that you have. You love your porridge in the morning.
Not taking it away. You can't take the oats away from me.
Take your oats. I'm never going to take them because it's your decision.
That'll never go away.
Because it's you make the choice.
Winter or summer, I'm still eating the oats every morning.
And I think about what else you have in your nutrition diary. You tend to have like a lot of rice cakes and things.
Chicken.
Mince wraps like Laura inspired.
Oh, that's Laura's fault.
Laura #.
Laura got me on those.
But you now enjoy your nutrition. There's no guilt.
Yeah.
You have your birthdays, you go out for meals, you go socialise at places.
So I used to go out for meals and like I'd be obsessed with the menu, like what can I eat, what can't I eat. And now I'm like, Lucy, go out for a meal, you're like, okay, enjoy. And I go out for the meal, I have the meal, I've got one, and then that's it. Next day, back on it.
There's no, we don't restrict, do we? We don't restrict, we don't.
Because if I had a meal and I was on somewhere, if I'd gone out for a birthday meal, and at one meal, and the next day I'd put £2 on overnight, I'd be like, oh, I've fucked up. But now I'm thinking, there's no way you can put on £2 overnight.
You would have had to have had a birthday meal and a half.
Yeah, you'd have to have like a family-sized meal to eat.
And the whole birthday cake.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's just water, it's salt, whatever.
And that's what we do, isn't it? Right? We understand that there's going to be a fluctuation, and then.
But I never used to think about water and salt and stress and tiredness and all that. I never used to think about any of that.
Well, they don't teach you any of that.
Yeah. Now I know. Like stress can impact your weight and stuff like that. I never used to know any of that.
No. And speaking of weight loss as well, we're not something well, I'm not going to give you a for it, but you have done amazing, right?
I'm nearly at 4 stone.
4 stone.
Yeah. Another £3 I've got.
Besides from on the normal fluctuations of like a little bit of a gain at Christmas and a little bit after the photo shoot, we've not had any rebounds, have we?
No.
No, it's just been consistent. And this is because it's not a diet, it's a healthy lifestyle.
I am looking forward to post-shoot meal though.
Let's speak about those photo shoots then. So we last year decided, we run photo shoots throughout the year, and for us it's not about who's got the best abs or whatever. It's a confidence shoot to demonstrate the confidence gains that you've made with us and for you to be able to just showcase that. What made you actually go, I'm going to give this a go?
I think it was one of your other clients. I can't remember her name now. Is it Larissa?
Yeah.
I saw her pics and I was like, oh my God, they're so good.
Yeah, she looked amazing.
Yeah, I think it was that one. It was a picture against the cages where I had mine on. It was that picture that did it for me.
Just thinking.
Yeah, I was like, them pictures are fucking amazing.
And you started to do it?
Yeah. It's like, oh, fuck it, we're going to do it.
And how did you feel?
I loved it.
Yeah?
I want to do it every year. I love them.
You're obsessed.
I'll just do it every year.
You're doing one this, what are we, 4 weeks? 4 weeks today, is it?
Oh, God, yeah.
4 weeks today.
Shit, yeah. 4 weeks. Bang on 4 weeks.
What is it about the photo shoots that you enjoy doing so much? Because a lot of people look at them like externally and think that it's just purely like a vanity thing. And like, you have to be super lean or if you're vain for doing them. But I can obviously say why we run them. But from someone who's done them herself.
You can look at your progress. There's that picture, what I call, my alter ego, Fat Sharon. That picture, what you put on Insta the other day.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that picture. It haunts me. But it's there, it is what it is. And if you compare that to the shoot picture what you put on Insta, you can see, I'm like, oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
And that shows it's not just scale weight.
No.
It's not, you can see it's not. Because at first, when I first started with you, I was like, oh, it doesn't look like I've lost anything, look in the mirror. But then when you actually look at your pictures, like on your app, you can go through the pictures, kind of like the front, the side, the back.
Yep.
You can see the difference.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's not all about scale weight.
No. And it's just a confidence boost for you to go, actually, do you know what, I've done that. I've
And
made
you have
that
a like
change.
laugh for the girls as well.
And they're brilliant days.
I love it.
They're brilliant
And
days.
we've got the soundtrack. We've got the soundtrack.
We've got the playlist, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll be blasting that through the speakers.
But it started off as like a little tiny playlist for myself.
It's
I shared
like
it.
20 hours now or something long, something nuts.
In 2 days, it's gone to like 20 hours of music.
You guys, it makes me laugh. I put it on the other day and like, I'm actually quite concerned by some of your choices. Some of the choices, and I'm like, guys, I think some of
But everyone's been adding like random music, and you'll go from like Tupac to flipping Cher, and it's like,
It's
hell,
hilarious.
put this on.
But like, and then you've got like, I thought you were meant to make a hype playlist, and a few people put some really like sad emotional music. I'm like, what's this? This is a bit worrying.
And there's me and my S Club 7 and stuff.
No, that's the
away.
good stuff. That's the good stuff. Post shoot then, you said post shoot meal. Have you already planned what you're having?
No, I just want food.
Just food.
Just anything. I want some Biscoff.
Biscoff.
Like a Biscoff cake or something.
Biscoff cake.
I'll probably feel sick after I eat it, but I don't care.
No, you've got to be done post shoot.
Because that pizza we had last time, after we went for pizza, didn't we? It was so nice.
Yeah, see, I don't want to go there. We'll probably end up going there again, but I don't really want to go there again.
Well, the other place wouldn't let us in, would there? In Sportswear.
Yeah, but if we know that this time we can go, we can bring
That
change
is
clothes.
true.
Like, we'll change clothes. So, besides from, like, you've obviously done like amazing with the photo shoots. You've had this amazing gym confidence transformation, amazing weight loss. How has the confidence that you've now gained from working with us, has that had any crossover effect into any other parts of your life?
It has a work, because obviously I've had to take some time off recently for stress, where before I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have dared to do that. And now I'm just like, I don't care, I'm taking it off, sorry.
So you actually feel able to stand up for yourself?
Yeah, I don't take any shit now, I'm like, no.
2 years ago, if you were in this situation, how would you have acted?
I would just stayed there and cried every day.
Because you didn't feel able to stand up for yourself and what was right?
Yeah, like now. But now I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it.
How does that make you feel that you now have the ability to do that? Obviously, I know you're not feeling great in yourself right now, but knowing that you have that inner strength to go,
Knowing that I can stand up for myself, definitely loads better.
yeah,
A lot better, because I just won't take the shit off people now. I'm just like, if I'm not doing something, I'm not doing it.
I love that.
If it doesn't benefit me, then no, I'm not doing it.
You do you.
Yeah, you do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. Plus, I want to compete later on. I want to do the strong woman.
She does. And this is the next chapter as to what's next for yourself. So
I really
you've
wanna do
come
that.
so far, but you're just like this constant evolving, like, it's like a snowball of confidence. Like you've just gone from Karen who yo-yo dieting, low self-confidence, low self-belief that you could actually do this, crushing it with weight loss, crushing it from hating the gym to loving the gym. But it's like your ceiling just never stops. And I think she's hit peak, the peak. You haven't. You're like, right, I want to keep progressing with my body. I want to keep, I want to keep getting stronger. So what's like over the next year then, what do you want to do? Like, what are the big goals for yourself?
Strong woman competition. Still want to do that.
Yeah.
Just like a beginner's one. I want to get heavy with the deadlifts. 'Cause I love the deadlifts. They're like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Whereas like when I started doing them, it was like the bar and like 2 5-kilogram plates. It was like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is heavy.
So now she's raising that ceiling of pushing yourself of what you're actually capable to do.
What did I get the other day? Was it 102.5
Yeah,
kilogram?
something nuts. I was like looking at your work. I was like,
Yeah, it was
Jesus Christ.
102.5 kilograms. I had the 100 kilogram on, and I thought, do I put the extra
1.25
on the ends? And I was like, oh, I'll do it. If I die, I die. If I don't, it's fine. Didn't. I was like, oh, that went up quite well.
Yeah. So to end this then, to summarise, if you had to summarise your experience working with us just in a little paragraph or summary, how would you describe your time working with us?
Bloody epic. It is. It's so good. Best thing I did.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I ever did. Cause I was umming and ahhing at first, wasn't I? I was like, do I?
I
Do
think you
I
were on the
not?
fence for quite a while.
Yeah, I was umming and ahhing for a bit. I was like, do I? Am I going to put money into something and not be able to stick to it? Is it going to be too difficult? Because at first I thought counting back protein and calories and deadlifting, I thought, oh God, I can't do all that shit. But when you do it, it's actually quite good. And when you've got like a community like ours as well,
Yeah,
you're like a little fam.
we're a family.
A bit crazy, but
We're a very dysfunctional family.
it is. And I looked at the comments the other day in the group chat, I was like, oh my days.
But everyone's amazing.
Oh, they are. They're really supportive as well. Like, you can have a rant to anyone. You can message anyone on the app or anyone on Instagram and rant to them, and they're like there
Yeah.
all the time. It's what you want. They want support.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, I'll read your check-ins, and there must be at least one check-in a week. One of you has messaged me like, so I was speaking with this person about this, and I was like, oh my God, what are you guys all saying? What are you guys all doing behind my back?
We just like make random chats and just talk and just make random TikToks and stuff.
I love you. You're brilliant. Amazing.
Real funny.
Well, I said that was the last thing I was going to end on, but I actually want to say one thing as like a bit of a finisher. If there's someone listening right now who is in the situation that you were in, like back last year where you were struggling with yo-yo dieting, feeling a little bit trapped, not really sure what the next thing to do is, but like you really want to make that change for yourself, what would you say to them?
Find a decent coach that you click with. Don't just go for what everyone else is going for.
Mm-hmm.
Lay out what you want to do. Don't go in all guns blazing. I want to do this, I want to do that. Just start off a little bit. Don't go in saying I want to lose 5 stone. Because it's not going to happen, is it? Just like that.
Not overnight, we hope.
Just say, like, I want to do 2,000 steps more than what I want to do. I want to drink more water than what I normally do. Just do one thing at a time and it builds up.
Yeah.
And don't think it's a... If you make like one little area, if you put on like half a pound, don't think, fuck it, I've messed it up because you haven't. Just draw a line and crack on.
Don't eat mashed banana.
Don't start that. I hate the mashed banana. It's not a thing. It makes no sense.
We'll wrap that up there because otherwise we're going to go off on a tangent.
We're going to rant about something.
We're going to go off on a tangent. But thank you so much for being my first in-person guest.
That was fun.
It's a milestone. And I'm very, very excited for the next one. And I'll catch everyone on the next episode.